Radiohead are an English rock band formed in Abingdon, Oxfordshire, in 1985. The band consists of Thom Yorke, vocals, guitar, piano, keyboards, Jonny Greenwood, guitar, keyboards, other instruments, and Colin Greenwood, bass, Ed O'Brien, guitar, backing vocals, and Philip Selway, drums, percussion. The members of Radiohead met while attending Abingdon School, an independent school for boys in Abingdon, Oxfordshire. The guitarist and singer Thom Yorke and the bassist Colin Greenwood were in the same year, the guitarist Ed O'Brien and the drummer Philip Selway the year above. Colin's brother, the multi-instrumentalist Jonny Greenwood, was 2 years below Yorke and Jonny, and the last to join. In 1985, they formed on a Friday, the name referring to their usual rehearsal day in the school's music room. Jonny was the last to join, first on harmonica and then keyboards, but soon became lead guitarist. According to Colin, the band members picked their instruments because they wanted to play together, rather than through any particular interest. It was more of a collective angle, and if you could contribute by having someone else play your instrument, then that was really cool. At one point, On a Friday featured a saxophone section. In late 1991, Colin happened to meet the EMI A&R representative Keith Wozencroft at a record shop and handed him a copy of the demo tape. On December 21st, On a Friday signed a 6-album recording contract with EMI. At EMI's request, the band changed their name. Radiohead was taken from the song Radiohead on the Talking Heads album True Stories, 1986. Yorke said the name sums up all these things about receiving stuff. It's about the way you take information in, the way you respond to the environment you're put in. Pablo Honey is the debut studio album released on February 22, 1993 in the UK by Parlophone and on April 20th in the US by Capitol Records. It was produced by Sean Slade, Paul Q. Coldery and Radiohead's co-manager Chris Helford. Pablo Honey reached number 22 on the UK albums chart. It was certified gold in the UK in 1994 and triple platinum in 2013. In the US, it was certified platinum in 1995. The singles Creep, Anyone Can Play Guitar, and Stop Whispering initially made little impact. However, Creep gradually gained international radio play, reaching number 7 on the UK singles chart after it was reissued in 1993. But I'm a creep. The Bends is the second studio album released on March 13, 1995 by Parlophone. Produced by John Leckie, with extra production by Radiohead, Nigel Godrich, and Jim Warren. The Bends reached number 4 on the UK albums chart and reaching number 88 on the US Billboard 200. The Bends did certified platinum in the US and quadruple platinum in the UK. Nomination for Best British Album at the Brit Awards 1996, and elevated Radiohead from one-hit wonders to one of the most recognized British bands. Several singles were released, backed by music videos: My Iron Lung, the double A-side Planet Telex / High and Dry, Fake Plastic Trees, Just, and Radiohead's first top 5 entry on the UK singles chart, Street Spirit, Fade Out. OK Computer is the third studio album released in the UK on June 16, 1997 by EMI. With their producer, Nigel Godrich. OK Computer nominated for the Album of the Year and won Best Alternative Music Album at the 1998 Grammy Awards. It was also nominated for Best British Album at the 1998 Brit Awards. Reached number 1 on the UK albums chart and debuted at number 21 on the Billboard 200, Radiohead's highest album entry on the US charts at the time, and was soon certified 5 times platinum in the UK and double platinum in the US. And has sold at least 7.8 million units worldwide. Paranoid Android, Karma Police, Lucky and No Surprises were released as singles. The album expanded Radiohead's international popularity. Kid A is the fourth studio album, released on October 2, 2000 by Parlophone. It was recorded with their producer, Nigel Godrich, in Paris, Copenhagen, Gloucestershire, and Oxfordshire. Kid A debuted at number 1 on the UK Albums Chart and became Radiohead's first number 1 album on the Billboard 200 in the US, where it sold more than 207,000 copies in its first week. In a departure from industry practice, Radiohead released no singles or music videos and conducted few interviews and photo shoots. Instead, they released short animated blips and became one of the first major acts to use the internet for promotion. Amnesiac is the fifth studio album released on May 30, 2001 by EMI subsidiaries Parlophone and Capitol Records. It was recorded with the producer Nigel Godrich in the same sessions as Radiohead's previous album Kid A, 2000. Radiohead split the work in two as they felt it was too dense for a double album. Amnesiac debuted at number 1 on the UK Albums Chart and number 2 on the US Billboard 200. By October 2008, it had sold over 900,000 copies worldwide. It is certified platinum in the UK, the US and Canada, and gold in Japan. After having released no singles for Kid A, Radiohead promoted Amnesiac with the singles Pyramid Song and Knives Out.
I want you to know.
Hail to the Thief is the sixth studio album. It was released on June 9, 2003 through Parlophone internationally and a day later through Capitol Records in the United States. It was the last album released under Radiohead's record contract with EMI, the parent company of Parlophone and Capitol. Hail to the Thief debuted at number 1 on the UK Albums Chart and number 3 on the US Billboard 200 chart. It was certified platinum in the UK and Canada and gold in several countries. Nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Alternative Music Album and won for the Grammy Award for Best Engineered Non-Classical Album. It was promoted with singles and music videos for There, Go to Sleep and 2 + 2 = 5. Hail to the Thief received positive reviews.